We're joined now by Nikole Killion, who is covering South Carolina's multi-layered reaction to Graham's death and joins us from Columbia. Nikole, great to see you.
Yeah, good to be with you as well, Major. And we did just come from that announcement by Governor McMaster naming the late Senator's sister Darline to serve out the remainder of his term through January on an interim basis. It was quite an emotional announcement. They did not take any questions, but the governor, of course, referring to Senator Graham as just a poor boy from South Carolina and calling Darline his little sister as he introduced her and brought her to the podium. She also was quite emotional and thanked people and supporters for their well wishes and said that because her brother took care of her when she was younger, it is now her time to take care of him and to fulfill the remainder of his term. She even at one point referenced the senator directly saying, you know, I'm going to do this. So, look, from here, obviously, she will just be serving for a few months. There will have to be a special election ultimately to replace Senator Graham. Of course, you know, he just won his primary earlier this summer. So now there will have to be a special election to find someone who wants to serve in that seat for the next 6 years. But for now, at least, the family legacy will continue through Senator Graham's sister. We did spend a little bit of time earlier today in his hometown where many people continue to reflect on his life and legacy. Even some Democrats. One Democrat I talked to who told me, you know, I didn't necessarily agree with his politics, but he had that wit, he had that infectious smile, and really knew how to break down barriers. So again, folks here in South Carolina still coming grips with this loss of the late Senator Lindsey Graham and remembering him as his legacy continues here in the state.
And Nikole, I want to play for you and our audience what Darline said upon the announcement at that event. Let's play it.
Lindsey has always been there for me, and now I will be there for him. My brother was the most amazing person, outstanding leader, and just a genuinely good man. He was kind and considerate and loved by his family dearly. As I think everyone would agree, Lindsey worked harder than anyone. He worked nonstop to make our state, country, and world better.
Nikole, I know you mentioned they took no questions from reporters. I'm sure many questions would have been asked. You might have asked them as well. One that sort of stands out, does Darline have any intention of seeking this seat permanently? Is there any guidance that you've been given or that was available there at the event?
There was not, but it is our understanding through talking to sources that she does not necessarily intend to run for her brother's seat, although, again, this situation obviously remains pretty fluid. But it was pretty clear from the outset that she was top of mind as the key choice to at least replace her brother on an interim basis. The governor mentioned that he spoke with Darline over the weekend, not long after his passing, saying that she agreed to do this, agreed to serve through tears. Also, the governor talked about his conversation with the president as well about this. As we know, President Trump said that he, too, recommended Darline for this role, saying that it would be a fabulous tribute to Lindsey Graham.
Nikole Killion, Columbia, South Carolina, thank you so very much.